You're such an asshole.
Hey, Cappy, hope this finds you well and not rolling your eyes and screaming, what does this douchebag want? Actually, there would be a little clink in my heart if you did it. Well, no, have you consulted me before? This question isn't irrational. Look, dude, don't worry. I got plenty of requests. I got plenty of requests that are dumber than hell. Looking for a video response as my situation may help other guys our age. You're my age. But please keep me anonymous as I like my effing privacy. I've been a touring musician with the same band for quite some time. Full time. I won't mention the number of performances you run. You are a legit musician. You actually make your living as a musician. We've been to many countries, many states. And I'm tired. During 2020, my band was shut down indefinitely. I split up with my girlfriend, and all I thought about was the fact that the money I'd made didn't get me that far ahead in life. There are other reasons as well, but left out as I'm trying to keep this as short as possible. Wait, musicians that aren't good with their money? You jest, sir. Surely you jest. Self-deletion became a prominent thought. Why I didn't was for my mother. I must be here for her when she can't take care of herself. I consulted with Ryan Stone. Oh, God, you went to him first? Now I am insulted. Oh, geez. I'm the backup to Ryan Stone. I'm second string to Ryan Stone. Canadian. Sad, sad world. Got through the breakup and towards the end of 2020. I got my real estate license. I've been thinking about this for a while and have one rental property. So don't toss me in with the schmuck realtors. And I have done okay working it part-time while I'm still on the road. However, while I'm not immune to working, I'm tired of giving away all my time to work, which is why I now do no personal life and no time to get my ass in shape, much less ride my effing bicycle. I was looking to be a realtor full-time when I leave my band, and I've realized that to be good and make significant money takes all your time. Yeah. Yes, it does. Greatness is not achieved in a 40-hour work week. It just isn't. And you're splitting it. Like, I don't know how you work as a realtor and you tour in a band either. Building up to 8 rental properties is my goal, but it's slow as hell, so I need something to cover me until then. I'm not asking you to say me Obi-Wan Capmeister, but merely for ideas about these work-from-home occupations and the like that you may know about. Your input is appreciated if you find yourself in this area. Let's meet up for a stogie. I'll take you and the GF if you want to come and show you the area. No, I don't want to give effing music lessons online or have one effing thing to do with the music industry. Bunch of narcissistic crybaby assholes I've ever met in my life. Yeah. So here's the deal. You're going to have to, knowing music, because I've known a musician, and this guy had hustle. He was doing 400 gigs a year, double them up on certain days. You're just gonna the music hasn't paid enough. You just have to give up the music. And when you're touring, you're not realting or realtoring. You're not doing realty. You guys sit down in one spot. If you had chosen something different than realty, and I'm not saying that's wrong of you to choose that field, you'd have more flexibility. You could go learn how to do accounting online. You could do it while you were touring. You chose a physically located job. Well, you got to be there and hustle to do the realty. So what I would do is I'd be giving up the music touring thing. Sounds like you're on your way out anyway. You don't enjoy it. Why are you waiting around another year for that or 2 years, whatever your plan is? I'd be immediately being done with that unless you're contractually obligated. And then sit down in that place and focus. 8 rental properties, it's possible. Because if you're my age, you got, 15 years to the official retirement date. That's 2 properties a year. Why do you need 8? That's another question. Like, have you looked at your spending habits? Let's start there. 8 rental properties. Let's say you're netting 8 rental properties. That indicates 2 units of property even. That's 16 units. 16 times, let's say you ideally would have $1,000 a month. That's $16,000 a month. Do you need 8 rental properties? Let's say you had one triplex and you paid it down and maintenance and everything to the point that you were generating $3,000 a month profit. Okay, so I don't know, you charge $1,500, fees, property insurance, all that, and you net that. So that's $3,000 a month. That's $36,000 a year, right? Yeah. Why 8? That seems like an awful lot for a man to live on. All right, 36 is that's a little low. All right, so 5 units. I don't know how many properties that would be, depending if it's a duplex, triplex. 5 units. Let's call them three duplexes or 2 triplexes. All right, that's way more feasible than 8 individual properties because you got to get finance for each property. So I don't know what your game plan is there, like individual houses you're looking at or what? So regardless, I would take a look at your personal expenditures. Be honest, how much money are you pissing away? Whittle that down. If you have trouble with spending, take my course, Achieving Minimalism, which isn't open for enrollment, but down the road. But in the meantime, cut your spending down to what you only need. Then reverse engineer the figures, how much rental property you need. I think you only need 5 units. Because in 15 years, you can have the property paid down, and you're charging in today's dollars $1,000 a month, $1,000 per unit in profit. That's $5,000 a month. Now you're at 60 grand. You can live off of that. Certainly if you're living in one of the units. So I would scale that goal down. But whenever you're done with the band, whether you're contractually obligated or you could quit now, you need to get back into your hometown and do realty and make money and make deals. Then I'd work a second job. Is it worth it to you to go into accounting, study online, learn to program and code? Probably not. I don't think so. Because that's going to take a year. And I think if it's just you and you don't have kids or a wife or any other that other BS, I think if you just work as a bartender, some kind of other job that pays, where you just make some money at night and you're not going to school, you'll build up the money probably more quickly than going into accounting. You could. I mean, you just gonna have to kick it down a year. If you're contractually obligated to perform and you're out on the road for the next year, okay, then that would change things a little bit. Now you got a year of sitting at a hotel for hours on end. Then I would go and get your go online and get a degree in accounting so you could do some bookkeeping or something like that, or go get certified in enrolled agent, and that's something that's an option. But otherwise, yeah, I'd just be working a job. And so you're going to work your realty gig. You're going to work some kind of other second job that pays. Might have to be at night or whatever. And then the money should add up and you should slowly be able to make your way towards getting a down payment on different properties. And then that's kind of the game plan I got. I said, since you're a realtor and rental owner, how good are your repair skills in carpentry? You said, no, that's not. You sent me a bunch of different emails. No real carpentry skill. My brother got all those helpful genetics. It's not genetics. It's work. Oh, the musician didn't work hard. What a shock. Shocking. That's not, fucking prick is an excellent musician, repairs cars and can build a house from top to bottom. He lives in another state, so he's unable to help. Yeah, but you could like go on YouTube and learn how to do it. Just as another one, if I do anything around the house, I reference YouTube so I could do what I can. Okay, here's another thing, and because it would help with your real estate. Instead of accounting, if you are going to go back to school, why don't you go to school for becoming an electrician or a plumber? Something that you could not only do a fair amount of the work because you're going to have to do some work on these rental properties. That's what it is. HVAC, something. You get yourself one of those 3 skills: HVAC, plumbing, electrician, or even roofing, something. So that you could go ahead and seriously bring down the costs of acquiring these properties for yourself, and then also barter and trade to have the electricians come in while you do the plumbing. And then that's actually that's real money too when you go out. Now that's going to take at least a year to become a journeyman, I guess, or go to trade school, but that'd be another thing. Or if you just want to do the handyman thing, which you can do through self-study, I'm a pretty handyman. Like, give me enough time, I could fix it. It'll take an entire day, but I can fix it. But in working on my own houses over these years, yeah, I'm pretty handy. And there's handyman services that you could create a handyman service, but you got to get handy at this first. So this isn't going to happen like you get back, oh, I'm a realtor and I'm a handyman. Now it's like, no, start taking classes, start taking courses. And just so you know, any kind of educational investment or idea that you have, it's going to be at least a year before you get any kind of dividends. And so I would evaluate with some kind of white collar job. I'm going to just say accounting because that's the easiest one, most employable one, and the one that lends itself most to self-employment. And tune in to me and Chad Elkins tonight on the Elkins Accounting Hour. We talk accounting careers. So that's one option. Then there's the trades that would help you in your long term, and that would pay off to help you with your housing. And then there is just work some other job, bartending, whatever. Ideally, maybe a job that you could get clients at too. Like, yeah, no, I just do this to get out. Yeah, I'm a realtor, but I also do this. I'm in the market for a house. That actually wouldn't be a bad idea. A bartender and here's my card. Need a house, let me know. Just not on Tuesdays because I work Tuesday night. And that'd be about it. Let me take a look, make sure. Maybe if you're still got a good relationship with your brother, maybe you could come over and help you out. I'm not kidding. I'm not the best carpenter. The GF has a brother who's an outstanding carpenter. And I'll do my work and all that, but he kind of tells, you got to do this and you got to do that, and you fix it up that way. I'm like, oh, okay. And that saves me hours, just him telling me how to do it instead of me like, okay, how would I do it? And it's like, no, you do it this way. And like, oh yeah, that makes a lot more sense. So, if your brother ever comes in, if he's charitable and kind, don't lie to him like, hey, come on over, let's have fun. And he gets it. And by fun, I mean, build a house. You know how to do gutters? Maybe it could help you out. He would be a guy. If you're in the market for housing, I know with your realty, you're not a fish out of water, but have him come over and like, hey, what do you think? Would you buy this house? He'd be like, oh, no. Oh, yeah, I would. All right. There we go. Super chats. We got one. Simon Gruber, brother of Hans. $2. We deserve communism if it ever happens. Oh, don't worry. It'll happen. All right. See you guys later. Toodles.